Hello Internet, and welcome to my live reaction for One Piece Chapter 1016. When we last left our heroes, Chopper was not doing too hot amidst the combined assault of Queen and Paraspero, along with just the Alliance's morale was dropping in the aftermath of Luffy's supposed death. But then Sanji came and kicked the shit out of Queen, knocked him into Paraspero, doing major damage to both of them. And so, Sanji's taken over that fight. Chopper will probably be healing Zoro. Meanwhile, with Kaido, Kinemon is maybe dead. He's even deader than he was in 1014. And Momonosuke has heard through the voice of all things that Luffy is alive. And he announces that to the rest of the Alliance. Kaido, meanwhile, after finishing off Kinemon, chases after Momo, and Shinobu ends up, they're like cornered, but she uses her devil fruit to kind of drop the edge of Onigashima onto the Wano mainland, helping them get away. Yamato shows up, challenging Kaido and breaking the father-son bonds they have, and the Heart Pirates find Luffy underwater, and he's somehow communicating to them. A lot of mysteries going on there. Anyway, all that being said, and over a week and a half late, I was very, very late on this video. That's my bad. But all that being said, let's jump right on into Chapter 1016. It's me, Tama. And our reader request here, our picture here is a ninja Zoro and a ninja cat trying to avoid spears in the crawl space above the ceiling. So going by that title, and the only spoiler I've gotten for this chapter involves Yamato. Given that title, I think this is going to be the moment Team Nami makes it to the performance floor, and Tama gets to like pull off her plot about the gifters. Speaking of Nami, one thing I forgot about is that a face suspiciously like Zeus appeared on the Climate Act, implying that Zeus is somehow still alive inside the Climate Act. Anyway, all that being said, for real this time, let's actually jump in. As we open on the Flower Capital, as people are still just kind of singing, to kind of let out their stress, and that Orochi isn't there, so they can kind of let loose. Wahahaha, gyahaha, drink up, sing and be merry. And we see, people playing the shamisen, sort of, I guess, trying to catch fish, beating there's a name for the drum, starts with a T, forget though. As there's just laughter all around. Ahahaha. Isn't it bright and joyful, hero Toko? Ahahaha. Yeah. The Fire Festival, a time to mourn and celebrate those who have passed. That is why the fires are so high, to reach up to heaven. And we see Toko, for the first time in a long time. Have we seen her since Yasui's death? But she looks up, still with that forced smile on her face. I wonder if Daddy is watching right now. Ahahaha. And the guy with her is the Tengu-looking guy, who's like the blacksmith, and whose name I completely forgot. We met at the very beginning of the arc. Of course he is, my dear. Just look at how clear the sky is tonight. I'm certain that he is looking down at this very moment, watching over you and the fate of the country. And with that, we cut back to Onigashima. And I know Onigashima is over the Wano mainland. Is it over? I don't think it's quite over the Flower Capital yet, but it's getting there. It could get there any minute now. We come to the guest parlor inside the castle, back with CP0. As the CP0 member, I think this is Bao Huang herself, not one of the Marys. But the CP0 member says, even after losing Straw Hat Luffy, none are surrendering. Bao Huang responds, that's right. As it stands, another 5,000 soldiers are now out of the battle. The difference in strength is 24,000 versus 3,000. But then CP0 corrects her, but all the pleasures and waiters on the performance floor are rebelling against Queen. That turns 4,000 soldiers to the other side, making it 20,000 versus 7,000. Actually, full disclosure, I had seen this panel as well as that thing about Yamato we'll get to later, I think. Though, admittedly, If the it's me, Tama title there is referring to Tama converting all of the gifters onto her side, thanks to the dumplings, that balance of power is going to change real fast. Though I will say I'm a little shocked at how few of the enemy forces were the pleasures and waiters. I figured the gifters were like a small group, and there were much more failures than there were successes. But I might have just been misreading that. Anyway, we're watching one of the frog marries. As Bao Huang continues, a surprising shift in the balance between the two sides. It's impossible to predict now. We might learn more that suggests a change in the tide of battle. And then the frog, or that actually might be CP0 still, but the frog reports back to Bao Huang. This was the same Mary that Momo was using to get his message out to the Alliance. But Bao Huang reports, Momonosuke has fallen. And this horse gifter chimes in, indeed, the enemy leader is as good as dead. If we announce that, the samurai are sure to lose the will to fight this time. Apparently, the frog did not quite report that that little cliff's edge fell of Shinobu's own free will, so she clearly has a plan. But that doesn't really concern them, as Bao Huang cheers, yeah, let's break their spirits. And then we cut to Team Nami, Usopp, Otama on the same floor. They're apparently on the same floor as them. I wonder if that will come into play in any way. As Usopp, they're still reacting to the arrival of the face. As Usopp reacts, the Climate Baton I developed is talking. Am I even more of a genius than I realized? But the Climate Attack reacts, no, it's me, the thing that used to be Zeus. Okay, interesting choice of words there. The thing that used to be Zeus. I can assume that because Zeus was, stored in the Climate Attack on the trip to Wano, right? I'm remembering that properly, I think. Though, again, it's been over 100 chapters since we got to Wano. And also he was stored in the Climate Attack the entire first 70 chapters of Wano. So I'm assuming he survived because some little bit of his soul kind of got left behind. The question, though, is why is he the thing that used to be Zeus? Why isn't he still Zeus? Maybe he's not powerful enough to create a full form? Anyway, Nami questions, but why do you turn into my Climate Baton? I thought you got eaten. And Zeus tells her, the moment that happened, my soul had slipped out of my original body. I was barely conscious, as that Hera girl was just about to absorb me. But then you reached out with the Climate Baton. I guess the official translation is Climate Baton. I've always called it Climate Act. I guess I'll switch. As we flash back to Nami, one last gift of black balls. In the instant Hera bit down, it seems to have pushed me into this baton. So anyway, look at me now. I've been reborn. So yeah, Zeus is now a permanent part of Nami's arsenal, which I'm curious how that fits into Nami will get the Soul Fruit theories that I'm personally a big fan of. Not just because I want Nami to do more things. Though Nami is not quite happy with this development. What? Ew, I don't want an annoying talking weapon. And Zeus is heartbroken. Oh, I forgot you haven't forgiven me. The problem is I can't get back out without Mama's power. I wonder what that's foreshadowing. Anyway, we finally get to, Usopp says, hey, we've reached the stage. And they're apparently passing right in front of the guest parlor, because that is Bao Huang, jumping up and down for some reason. Her body language makes me think she's angry, but she should be celebrating, because Momo is dead. Either way, Nami presses, Tama, you can give the order from up here. Okay. And just then they hear Bao Huang making her own announcement. A report to all sectors of Onigashima. The enemy General Momo, and the horse calls out as Nami notices her. Miss Bao Huang, behind you! It's the Straw Hats! And just then someone leaps into action. I just saw the next panel, and I'm a little bit pissed. I'll get to that in a sec. And Tama calls, "Oh, Usohachi." Wah! And he's head-butted by ulti, because no one is ever fucking finished in Onigashima. I've talked a little bit, right, over the past 36 chapters we've been here, how there have been no definitive knockouts. There are no enemy besides Kanjuro, and even then, only almost certainly Kanjuro is down for the count. And I thought, at the very least, Big Mom had taken out Page 1 and ulti. I wish Nami had done that, because that was Nami's fight to win. But at least they're down, right? Apparently not. Apparently not. Admittedly, this does mean that Nami can get a win here if Nami fights off ulti, maybe while Tama makes her big speech. Anyway, Usopp hits the ground from ulti's headbutt. Gwah! And Nami runs after him. Usopp! And ulti has grabbed Tama by the neck, which, as we saw the last time ulti attacked Tama, is going to piss off Nami a lot. And ulti, we see she's out of breath, ragged. She is seemingly damaged from the beating she got at Big Mom's hand. It's her, isn't it? She's the problem. She's the reason all of our subordinates keep betraying us. And now she can manipulate Big Mom, too? I mean, it's not quite the same trick, but sure, ulti. And Nami reacts exactly as I am reacting. Oh, Tama! Wait, how is she standing again after all that? Thank you, Nami. And ulti just gets up in Tama's face. Everything that happened to Pei is your fault. And Tama cries, wah! And Nami, I thought I told you to. And she swings the climate baton at ulti. And Zeus, shapeshifts into a flail. Knock it off! And whacks ulti upside the head. If ulti's only back just to show Nami's incredibly badass new power-up, fuck it, I'm here for it. If ulti is out by the end of this chapter, I'm fucking here for it. Nami is stunned. Huh? And Zeus tells Nami, use your baton like you usually do. I'll help you out. Nami asks, you can do that? And Zeus tells her, she's really tough on the surface. But I think that was ulti. But on the inside, she's all pulverized from Mama's attack. One good lightning blast should do the trick. But Nami kind of counters. No, I can't use an attack that big. It'll hit Otama too. But just then, a little slingshot pellet hits ulti. Ulti calls, or not ulti, Usopp calls, special attack, green star, Sargasso! And all that Sargasso plant erupts in front of ulti. Ah! Whoa! Oh, and in so doing, I think she lets go of Tama. I can't quite see Tama there. But Usopp's next line is, there, Otama's clear. Go ahead, Nami! And Nami readies her next attack there. Weather egg! Time to hatch, Stormcloud! And we see Zeus sort of reappears as a cloud. Not quite his normal cloud form, but it's sort of a large cloud with just Zeus's face on it. Here I am! And Nami is shocked that this is so close to the original Zeus. Zeus! But Zeus tells her, technically, I'm not the same thing. Go ahead and give me a new name, Nami. Huh? And Nami just calls him Fluff! And Zeus does not seem to like that, as he turns into his Stormcloud form. I am the mighty Zeus, right arm of Nami. Prepare for pain. And Nami's just, fine, let's go, Zeus. Lightning blast. And a huge blast of lightning gets in where ulti was, but she jumps out of the way, and Nami is stunned. No way. And ulti is ready for her victory. It's over. But Zeus just gets right back into the fight. No, it's not. My job's not over. And then he does hit ulti full on until I hit the target. And ulti just screams, ah! and she is crisped. She is burned. I'm hoping. I mean, if this were any other story, if this were not One Piece, I'd say, okay, Ulti is down for the count. I still can't say for sure, but I'm going to be hopeful. Ulti is down, and Nami is the first Straw Hat to, technically, I guess, take out a Tobiropo. I mean, sure, Big Mom did most of the work, but it's still Nami's win. Bao Huang reacts, and I think over her, maybe unintentionally, over the intercom of Mary's, says, Lady Ulti just went down. First page 1, now her. 2 of the Tobiropo are out of the fight. And the gifters are all shocked. What? Are you kidding me? That's never happened before. And one of them, like, chewing his nails. Hang on, are we losing? And the horse guy tries to stop her. Miss Bao Huang, everyone can hear you. And Bao Huang continues, whoopsie, that wasn't supposed to go out. And then she sees something. Huh? What is that? Eek! What is this monster? Oh, and it's another attack from Usopp. Green Star Devil, the, like, Venus flytrap looking thing. And Usopp calls to Tama, hey Tama, I don't know how it works, but she's like a loudspeaker. Now talk. Okay. And Tama makes her announcement to all of the gifters on the performance floor. It's me, Tama. And everyone looks up. Huh? Even Queen. Queen is like this little twisty thing with his neck. And the already brainwashed gifters cheer. That's her! It's Master! We see Tama, bloodied, beaten, but breathing heavy, but standing proud, giving her orders. Sanji reacts, Tama! And we see Beppo and some of the Heart Pirates also watching in. And then I guess we're cutting away from there. We don't get to see Tama's big moment yet. Because it's time to get to that little bit I kind of already saw on the Skull Dome, on the roof of the Skull Dome, with Kaido and Yamato. As Kaido looks down at him, Straw Hat is dead. And so is the son of Kozuki Oden. If you want to fight, you ought to protect what's important first. Impertinent child. So you got your cuffs off. And now you think you can leave? And Yamato says the line that I got spoiled. Just that one line. Yes, I'm going out to sea with Luffy. But only after I've driven you out of Wano, Kaido. And Kaido apparently back in his hybrid form. Whoa. Don't think I'm leaving for anywhere else, Yamato. I'm here because it's Wano. There is no way in which you can beat me. Now do as I say, Yamato, and be Shogun of Wano. And Yamato counters, I refuse. I already know I can't win. But Luffy is the man Kozuki Oden was waiting for. And until he returns, and Kaido readies his club as Yamato, boldly declares what every Straw Hat pirate will eventually, well, not quite, the faith in Luffy that every Straw Hat pirate inevitably has. And until he returns, I'm going to hold you back. And Kaido brings down the club. Don't assume I'll go easy on you, Yamato. Next chapter hits June 27th, which would normally be a 2-week wait, but it's technically Friday, the 25th right now, 12:30 in the morning, but still, about 2.5 days from now, which is the one perk of being over a week and a half late on this video is that we're already so close to the next chapter. Anyway, we see Toko again. Going back into the chapter as a whole, we see Toko again, which is nice. I don't think we've seen her since Yasui died. I may have forgotten a moment where we saw her. But this might be the first time she's done anything since Yasui died. We also see Tengu Blacksmith Guy, the thing about Tengu Blacksmith Guy is that I distinctly remember him being there, and I don't remember a single thing he's done. I have an image of him in my head in the first couple of chapters of Wano, and that's it. I know he's done stuff, I assume he's done stuff, but I could not tell you what it was for the life of me. Anyway, then we see CP0, and most importantly Bao Huang, who will play an important part in the finale, Which also, actually, before I get into talking about Nami and Ulti, I want to talk a bit about Bao Huang and the concept of morale. The concept of morale over the past, like, 2-3 chapters since Luffy fell has just become very, very important. You know, a big part of Kaido's plan after Luffy falls off Onigashima is tell the Alliance that Luffy is dead and they will surrender. And it doesn't work, because Sanji kind of restores their morale. And he's also trying to do this, or Bao Huang tries to do the same thing with Momonosuke, reduce their morale. And it all ends up backfiring, of course, when Ulti falls, and Bao Huang, not realizing her loudspeaker mode is on, announces that to the entire Skull Dome. And that decreases the Gifter morale, or the Beast Pirate morale in general, though I guess at this point it's really just the Gifters who are still on the Beast Pirate side. And it's I don't quite know where Oda's going with this, but morale is clearly one of the big things in play. Like, normally these arcs aren't questions of who has the morale, like it is right here. So, like, it's normally who wins, who loses. And I guess it's more accurate of, like, a war situation. But the raid has never really felt like a war. It's felt like a single battle. So I don't know. It's an interesting thing, and I'm kind of tracking it. We'll see where it goes. But the real focus of the chapter is Nami, as she gets a real new power-up, no longer a conditional thing like Zeus originally was at the end of Whole Cake. Zeus is now a part of the climate baton, unable to separate unless Nami gets that there soul fruit. Who's to say? Who's to say? I don't know. I'm not saying it's gonna happen. I'm saying it should happen. Anyway, and then Ulti returns, and again, I feel like we're 36 chapters. I only started 36 chapters ago. We're like almost 40 chapters into the raid. And, it just feels like no one ever fully goes down. Though page 1 is seemingly actually down. I figured, like, if Ulti was back, page 1 would be back. But Bao Huang at least implies that page 1 is down. Again, that could not end up being true, but who's to say? Ulti, I think, is down. I'm as confident as Ulti. I'm slightly... Like, I'm 100% confident Kanjuro is dead. I'm, like, 95% confident Ulti is down. Not dead, but down for the rest of the arc. So, yeah, I think... And it's nice, even if, it's even established that Ulti goes down so easy because of Big Mom's attack. It still is nice that Nami gets the win. It's what she deserves. It's what she fucking deserves. Like, it's not much of a Nami fight, but it's the closest thing we've gotten to a Nami fight in a long, long time. And I'm just happy to see it. And after that, Tama finally has her victory. All the dumplings her servants have sort of been putting in the gifters' mouths is about to pay off. We don't get to see it, though, because it's time for more Kaido. It is time for more Kaido. As Yamato expresses his desire to become the next member of the Straw Hat crew, which, like, okay, good for him. I would love to see Yamato as the 11th Straw Hat. Which, like, also, I think that there's a bit of a joke of... there's something funny to me, I guess, about going... Depending on when you count Jinbei as becoming a member of the crew, I might argue he doesn't really become a member until Onigashima. That the Straw Hats went like 500 chapters without getting a new crewmate after Brook, to now in the span of like 30 or 40 chapters getting 2. Like, good for them, and good for Yamato. And again, we're seeing Yamato, like the defining aspect of the Straw Hats. They all eventually become firm believers in just the power Luffy has to always come out on top. And Yamato, like, that's Yamato's whole thing here, is he says, I'm going to lose. You are going to beat me. I don't stand a chance against you, but I can hold you back for a sec. Just enough time for Luffy to return. And we'll see if he succeeds. Again, how long it will take for Luffy to come back is a bit of an open question. But I'm excited for it. So yeah, a lot of fun in this chapter. Great Nami moments. Tama finally making her move, and Yamato and Kaido starting their clash in earnest. Very excited to see where all of this goes on Sunday. Yeah, it's just good shit. One Piece is good. One Piece has always been good. Even in lesser One Piece chapters, One Piece is good. This is not a lesser One Piece chapter. This was really, really a good chapter. So yeah, I'm going to leave this video up here. Hope you all enjoyed the chapter and the video itself. If you did, feel free to drop me a like or subscribe, or, do whatever makes you happy, And remember, your life is your own, okay? Bye!